everyone, and welcome back to Lakeside, I guess. I haven't made a video for a couple of months now, and but I've got it out in the system. I've been doing loads of other stuff in the meantime, building the boat, which is now finished, all bar a little tiny bit of work left to do on it. So the day soon will be approaching where I can take it to a river or a lake, probably a lake actually, and give it its first try. I put it on our little pond outside for a water test, and that's fine, doesn't leak, so we're all good to go on that. I've also been doing a computer upgrade as well on a very old 2002 Apple Mac, which I'm enjoying immensely. That's just something. It's an iMac which was produced, and it just blew the world away when it was launched. And it's the only Mac I've not had. What should I say? I didn't want to sell it. It's such an extreme design, obviously from Apple, that I thought, no, I can't get rid of that, I can't sell it. So I've been upgrading that, and I'm just getting towards the end of it now. So there's been a whole host of other stuff which I've been doing. Did a little bit of work on the Gentry. So Lakeside has kind of taken a back scene, if you like, for doing stuff on here, which has done me good because I'm now getting the urge to come back up here and start again, which is what I needed. I was becoming a little bit bored, I suppose, with the layout and model railways in particular. I haven't watched any YouTube really on model railways. I just didn't feel inclined to do it. It was, I don't know, mojos I think is a common word used, and I just didn't have my mojo in my pocket to come up here to start doing work. But it's returned, and I'm now anxious to do that canal scene over there and finish that off, from the church end to the viaduct. So I want to finish that section, then I can concentrate on the viaduct and the lake. So I would like to get all that finished before Christmas if I can. Now I remember saying at the beginning of the year that I'd like to get all that side done. That didn't happen for various reasons, which you know about. So Lakeside in itself has taken a bit of a back seat, but over the last 3-4 weeks it's just starting to stir again, where I want to get back up here and carry on where I left off. So with the autumn starting to set in, it's a good time to do it because the weather is now starting to turn a bit, as you know. So it's nice to be able to get up here in the warm, and do a few things. Now, in the last month or so, since my birthday really, and thank you all for the wishes I had on Facebook, absolutely tremendous. Can't thank you all enough for that. Ever since then I've had some new bits arrived with more to come, but I guess the important bits which arrived are from friends from the model railway community, and one of them, I've got them all here, well, one of them was from a friend of mine in Scotland called Jim, and completely unbeknown to me, he sent me this in a lovely little presentation box, just there, and I opened it up and I thought, what the hell's this? And inside was a lovely little message from him, and he had actually made these, he hand carved them. And, I mean, this guy is just a model extraordinaire. He can turn his hand to just about anything, and the models he makes are just unbelievable. I don't know how he does it, but I'll show you up close. Don't know if I can, I mean, you can't see that in the light, can you? Let's put this on the light on, bear with me. That might help. One. Let's try that. See if that makes any difference. That is, but let's see if I can zoom in on that. There you go. So that's me, my little dog Ruby, and Hazel. That is just absolutely superb, and he made that by hand. So Jim, thank you so much for that, my friend. It's absolutely brilliant, and they are going to go on the canal, walking along the canal. Let's zoom back out. Yeah, so that's one gift. Absolutely fantastic. Zoom back out a bit more. Don't want to see my ugly face. Not up close anyway. So that's that. Another friend of mine, on my birthday, and well, he sent it to me about a week before my birthday with a message on it to say, do not open until your birthday. So I thought, okay. So I was good, I didn't open until my birthday. And it was this. Be careful of these lights. It's an Eddie Stobbard truck. And I thought, I wonder if that will attach to the motorised trucks I've got. It does attach, but it's too long to actually go round the end up round by the bus, which is a shame, but I can park that up somewhere. Beautiful. So Stephen, thank you very much for that, much appreciated. And that will be parked up over there. You may be able to see the trucks going round at the moment. That will be parked up over there. And I had Barry Fryer, he came to see me last weekend. And we spent all afternoon really up here and chatting, talking about railways in particular, and he brought over two of his. One was a modified Q1, and it was modified by TRS trains, which do the smoke edition, synchronised smoke, and that worked really well, really well. And he also brought over a excuse me, a Wickham trolley, which unfortunately I couldn't get to work on the track for some reason, but I couldn't believe how small they are. They are absolutely tiny. And he had I couldn't test it, but he had sound and lights fitted to that thing. Now how on earth the guy did that, I do not know, because it is just minute, and you couldn't see any wires or anything. It was an absolutely fantastic job. So that's Barry. And for me, let's put that away. For me, I got an email from Accurascale saying that my points were about to expire, and just really won't let me know. So I went on their site, and I had like 650 odd points, which equates to about £65. So I looked on their website and I was thinking, okay, well, I could do with that, I could do with that, I could do with loads of stuff. But I ended up getting 2 sets of crew from Accurascale, those two. And one is for a Class 55 Deltic, which I'll talk to you about in a minute, and a Class 37 as well. The Class 55 crew will come in handy because I've got a Accurascale Class 55 already with crew in it. But I've got another one on order, which is the Porterbrook, the purple one. Now I missed out on the first round of that, which was a shame, but I've pre-ordered again on the second round, and apparently according to their website it's due 3rd quarter of this year. Excuse me. So any time now really, probably towards the end of towards Christmas I would think. So that's what they are for, and I know that I will be getting another Class 37 from Accurascale. So that's why I've got those two. And along with those, with my points, I got this, which is the Siphon G coach. So this and the crew, including postage, cost me nothing as regards paying out money. Obviously I had paid out money before to accrue the points, but this was all free really because of the points. So I will turn the camera off now and I will open this because you don't want to see me opening this. It takes forever to bloody open it because the box is so tight. I won't turn it off, you'll have to just talk amongst yourselves while I try and open this bloody thing. And I didn't, when these Siphon Gs came out, I wasn't particularly struck by them, you know. It was just something which I thought, yeah, okay. I didn't really understand what a Siphon G coach was, to be honest. Not being a railway person, I never even heard of them. But I saw this, there we go. I saw this on their website and I thought actually I could probably make use of this on another rake. I should have got this out of the box really, shouldn't I, before I started. Here we go. Right. So there it is, that's the Siphon G. And the first thing which hit me was the weight of it. That's really heavy. For a little coach, that's incredibly heavy. So what I've decided to do is just in this box I've got some end of train flashing lights, which I've had for about a year now. I think I bought 5 or 6 of them, and I've got a couple left over, and it's got a lamp bracket just there, which is perfect fitment for them, obviously. So I'll fit one of those end of train lights, flashing lights on there, and that'll be complete then to what I want. And then I can pop that on the end of a train. So that brings me up to speed now in what I've got since my last video anyway. Now, on my last video I did mention the Class 66 from Akira scale, which I bought, which is that one. You're Never Alone. I think I've put crew in that. Yes, I have. Whether you'll see this or not, I don't know. Probably not. No, not really. But I have put crew in that. And at the time I hadn't run it on my last video. But I've now actually had time to put it on the track and give it a good run in. And absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. As with all my Akira scale locos, they just run to perfection. Very, very quiet. This is sound fitted, but when there's no sound it just wafts along the track. Absolutely fabulous. So that really concludes an update as regards what I've been doing, what I've been getting, etc. I'm telling you that I am now ready to go back over there to finish that off. All I've got to do to finish it off is a tiny bit of work as regards scenics, and it is a tiny bit of work, and then it'll be painting the water. And I'm just going to disappear for a minute, bear with me. Now, what I haven't mentioned before was that how I was going to do the water. And most people tend to put in like acrylic or water scenics from Woodland Scenics, that sort of stuff. Now, I follow a chap called Boomer on YouTube. American chap, I think American, or Canadian, American I think. And his modelling is outstanding. Can't really say any more than that, it's just bloody outstanding. And he was doing a water scene on his layout, and he uses this stuff, which is called GAC 500. Now it comes in GAC 100 up to 900, and the lowest one, this might be the wrong way around, but it goes from GAC 100, which I think is the most fluid type, up to GAC 900, which is quite thick and static when you pour it. It's made by a company called Golden. Now the advantage with this is that with the acrylics and the realistic water from Woodland Scenics, what happens, and I've noticed this before when I've used it, is that when you pour it, it tends to creep up the sides just a bit by surface tension. So when you pour it, the actual edges just very slightly go upwards. as it hits the edge, which doesn't look particularly great, to be honest. This stuff doesn't do that. Where you pour it, it lays. It doesn't do any creeping up the sides. And with an airbrush you can do your normal tricks like creating waves, and you can add white into it to create the water breaking. So it's the same kind of principle, but the main advantage of this is that it doesn't creep. So I should be using this for the water and see how I get on. I've only got a smallish bottle because I didn't want to get the large bottle and go, well, actually I don't like that. So I thought I'd give it a go with this stuff first. And you can mix colour into it. It's white but dries clear, obviously, and gives a very good finish, very water-like. So that's what I will be using for the water on the canal. So that's going to be interesting, using it, see how it comes on. So that's it. That's me up to date, I think. So what I thought I would do is, just to finish the video off, would be to just do a small running session with what I've got on at the moment, and it won't be long, it'll just be a few minutes of trains trundling around, and until I do my next video, which I hope will be to do with the canal, because I really would like to get that finished, at least up to the viaduct, at least up to there. Okay, so that's it for the moment. So I'll end with the running session. I shall bid you farewell, and hopefully I will see you again shortly in a couple of weeks when I've got through the putting the water down and the little bit of scenics I've got to finish off, and then I'll be happy, because I've been wanting to finish that part of the video, that part of the canal off for months, and as I said previously, for various reasons, I haven't been up here, but it's done me good, because I've now got that mojo feeling back that yeah, alright, I want to carry on now, I want to crack on and do some more stuff up here. But we all get that, don't we? We all get that kind of thing where I've had enough, I just want to pack it in and do something else for a little while, which is what I've been doing. Okay, right, that's enough waffling. So next up will be a little running session. Okay, so I will see you soon. I'll say give me a couple of weeks, and hopefully I will try this time to do a video of me actually creating it. I don't often do that sort of thing because I get I get comments saying, oh, you should have had the camera in this position, and you're hiding up what you're doing, and all this sort of stuff. So I've tended to not do those sort of videos anymore. But I'll give it a go anyway, and if it all fails up, then I will just show you what I've done rather than the process I was doing. Okay, speak to you later, and I hope you're all keeping well, and bye for now. Bye. So this is the Windsor Castle, which I was telling you about, and I've hooked up the new Pullmans, Wren Pullmans. This is all Wren. So I've got 4 Pullmans on there in the blue livery rather than the brown livery. So that's the reason really why I put the Windsor Castle on, because it kind of matches the colour really. I know it's not the same era, or rather region, but it's just for demonstration purposes. They're lovely little coaches. They just need a desperate clean up because they're pretty mucky, but I can give those a clean. I just want to see if they ran reasonably well first, which they do. So let's put this going. Bear with me. And the Wren stuff does run really well on this track. There is a slight problem with the tender. I think the back-to-back is slightly off. But generally speaking, it runs perfectly okay. It's a nice rate going around there. Amazing to think that this loco is so old. Yeah, I put it on the track and it just went straight off. So anyway, there you go. That's the rake of coaches I've got. There you go.